That's pretty much the details of it. So I would just say that actually the addition off to the rear of it, we are not going any further back than the existing sidewalk. So we're trying to do everything within the current area to the rear of the building, so there won't be any changes to the current access or the parking to the rear of the building. So it's a tight site. It's a small addition, but we're trying to do all that work within that small area. Yes.
You mentioned parking not changing behind the building. Will there be any additional parking that will go into the complex?
We've looked at several different options for parking. The site is constrained to the rear because of wetlands. We looked at the property. The town owns a large parcel, but further back behind Town Hall, you can access through a kind of a causeway that went out to the old septic system, and there was a much larger area back there. We looked at that as a potential area for parking. We kind of dismissed that because of the distance from the building. The other park area that we are still seriously considering is if you're standing in front of the fire station looking to the right, there is a small area there that was originally part of the police station project. Plans for an additional expansion of that parking lot. That piece was never built, and we are still considering maybe adding another area over there, which would not only help with parking for Town Hall, but also for access to Town Common, because it would be right there for all the events that are held on Town Common. So that would add, I believe that area, I think, handled about another 20 spaces. So the project right now, the difference between where we are schedule-wise, Town Hall and Senior Center, is we're still in design phase. We're probably, architects, maybe 50% along. She sent the project along to her estimator. We're hoping to have the cost estimate back by town meeting. So we're behind as far as schedule-wise. We haven't gone for any of our permits or approvals yet on the design, because it's not completed. But assuming everything goes well at town meeting, we would be looking to hopefully start probably by the end of the summer. I think at best we would be under construction, and assume another year's worth of construction. So it's probably sometime summer 2010.
So just to summarize, the current project does not include any additional parking.
Right now, we do not include any additional parking as part of this project. We are looking at options, but we don't need additional parking right now for this project. It's a separate need.
Okay, thanks very much, John.
Thank you.
And with that, we'll move on to the administrative articles. And as I mentioned before, I did receive information from the Recycling Commission, and I won't try to, I'll cite a couple of facts, but I won't stand up here and read the entire thing. Alan?
Can I just make a correction? This is not the Recycling Commission's article. This is the Selectmen's article.
Oh.
So that information.
Pardon me.
Just to clarify that. So
thank you.
Kelly can speak to it about.
Somebody's paying attention. Thanks, Ellen. Val, do you want to talk to this? Or okay. The item on here is for proposed waste reduction plan. And certainly there's going to be more information on the town's website or westfordrecycles.org. But basically the article is to assess a cost for any more trash than one 36-gallon barrel per household per week. So each family could put out one 36-gallon barrel at no cost. Beyond that, there would be bags sold at various locations in town, and I understand the price has not been finalized yet. But again, I'm just summarizing information that I have here. And it also includes a number of statistics about the number of tons per family, the number of tons per Westford, and some comparisons with other towns, similar towns in Massachusetts, as to what the cost savings would be per year. And based on those assumptions, it's assessed that something in the area of $130,000 per year could be saved by this. And this would not impact the recycling whatsoever. There would be no fee for recycling. So again, the information should be available on the town website or at westfordrecycles.org. Go take a look and be ready to get your questions answered at town meeting. Any questions on that I might not be able to answer? Val?
No, I'm just, if anybody has them, we'll get them answered.
Okay.
If we can't do it tonight.
Okay, sure.
Is a 36-gallon trash can readily available? I've
Yeah.
looked at Lowe's and Home Depot, and they're 30 and 32.
The number 36 was chosen by the Department of Environmental Protection such that it was the smaller size, but it was large enough that it didn't recommend a brand. In other words, you're right. They are 32, they're 30 gallons, they're 34 gallons. There is nobody that manufactures 36. So the number 36 was chosen by the DEP just so that they didn't show favoritism toward any manufacturer.
So we'd actually be putting out less trash than
Yeah.
36 gallons?
You can find 36 gallon bags. Yeah.
No.
Well, the bags are, I believe, 33 gallons.
That's going to be a deal breaker, Tommy.
Well, so far tonight,
Well, no, George, Kelly actually has a solution. He's going to solve two problems.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it, Kelly.
I was just joking with Valerie earlier that anyone who shows up at town meeting should get a bag for free.
Yeah.
Start a new business. Garbage can extenders, you know. Add 3 gallons.
well, actually, so far tonight, we've opened some opportunities here. We've talked about a used fire truck lot, and here we have an opportunity for somebody to manufacture 36-gallon trash barrels.
Or a 3-gallon extender.
Right, 3-gallon collar, right.
On the economy, it's not that bad.
So the next article that will be that we're going to talk about is Article 21, Road and Bush. And Elisa, you're going to present some information on the Road and Bush.
I'm actually going to take a seat here because I have notes to read from.
Okay.
Is that all right? Great. I think most everybody here knows that Westford Community Center was essentially born in 1975 and was operated by the town with a 7-member committee responsible for the care and custody of the building as well as for the hiring of employees. The Road and Bush mission is to enrich the lives of Westford residents at the lowest possible cost to the taxpayer. And in addition to the Road and Bush building, today the committee is also responsible for care and custody of the Frost and Old Knapp schools, Old Knapp school buildings, I should say. The Road and Bush Community Center, Inc., also known as TRCCI, is a nonprofit that was incorporated in 1995 as a 501c3. This is separate from the town committee. So there's a town committee, Road and Bush Committee, and a nonprofit. A lot of confusion over this, but I want to separate the two entities. It handles the funds and employs Road and Bush staff, with the exception of town employees, which today only includes the director. CETA funding originally allowed for the hiring of Road and Bush's first few employees, and as those CETA funds phased out, the town began to fund some of those positions. And the goal of Road and Bush was to be self-sufficient by 1997. Currently, only the director is a town-paid employee, and the Road and Bush nonprofit reimburses the town for her salary. Additionally, it employs 85 employees, providing daycare for preschool, kindergarten, school age, as well as senior services. And that's just including their employees. There's also contract employees beyond that.